Hello Pisces, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you've joined me here this week. This is your weekly messages for September 29th to October 5th. We're going to get right into your reading, but first I want to welcome those of you that are new. Thank you for choosing to be here today. And those of you that are returning, welcome back. I want to thank everyone for liking, sharing, subscribing, and for the beautiful comments that you leave. I love sharing your energy, so when you let me know that the reading resonates, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you showing up here week to week, so thank you. All right, Pisces, we are going to start the reading with gathering your angel number. So when I was doing this pre-shuffle, you did get the gut feeling. I believe that was number 0440. So trusting in your intuition could be very much a part of what's happening this week. And in fact, maybe those gut feelings that you get towards certain situations are going to stand out even more this week than ever. But we will find out more. It certainly was a message that was meant for you. So whether or not it comes back up or not, it certainly is an important message. That one is the one we have to take. You could see that it was just wanting to come out. We will reveal it at the end of the reading. All right, Pisces. We are in the first week of September. I'm going back in time. Sorry about that. First week of October. So let's see what's happening for you, Pisces. All right, we're talking about and trying to feel the energies for the first somewhat full week of October. What are those energies that are happening here? All right, we've got two energies here. Important energies. Wow, interesting. You know, you've got, and I'm going to read them this way because you've got number 20, imagine, and you've got number 21, clean it up. So one comes right after the other. Now, when I look at the Imagine card, to me, it's very much about manifesting. It's imagining. So through imagination, through creativity, through our thought processes, we imagine what we want our life to be, the things that we want to work in our highest good. So when you can imagine and really put visuals behind what it is you truly want, I believe that you have that magic within you to really make it happen. And of course, Pisces, you are very much spiritual. You have psychic abilities, maybe stronger than most. And I truly believe that you can visually imagine what you want. And I think that you have the capability of intuitively figuring out how to get it. So this imagine here is strong manifestations, all right? Setting strong intentions, working with your own imagination to create something in reality. You're cleaning things up in your life, number 21, which means sometimes we need to declutter. We need to declutter our mind. We need to declutter our emotions. Maybe it's decluttering our home. Physically, we need the space around us to be fresh, to be energetically calm. And I believe that this cleanup that you are doing is actually in perfect timing, especially as we move through, of course, October and then well into the rest of the year. But focusing on the energies for this week, you're cleaning things up, not just for the short term, but for benefiting you long term as well. Let's look at the cards at the bottom of the deck. This is your current energies. Let's see what's happening here. These are very important as well. Sometimes these current energies really work in play with the incoming energies as well. Number 1, Yang. Okay, the Yang energy is taking action. Okay, you have this fireball in the palm of your hands. It means that you are just ready to take the action that's necessary. And if that means that you've got to clean things up in your life to get where you need to go, to declutter your mind so that the intentions that you're setting, you can feel confident moving forward with, then you're going to do it. Because Yang energy, you don't sit around and wait for things to happen, you make things happen. And that's the energy that's coming through. That's why, and you know why you have this go-getter energy is because number 48, poised, is being open to receive, and you are standing on the pedestal, meaning that you are feeling confident. You feel very confident in the action that you're taking towards making some big differences in your life. So you're taking charge. And number 15, there's some sort of message. Maybe it's a message that is in your current energies, or it's a message that's just on the peak of coming through. And this is something that is a rewarding message. So be open to receive the message that's coming through because it's building confidence, it's building structure, it's building strength. I think it's also building on your intuition so you can follow the path, but it's also giving you the action that you need to create. You're creating something and you're cleaning things up. Finally feeling like, see, when we clean things up, we feel like the walls are not closing in on us. We feel freedom. All right, so let's get your 6 cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all 6 cards. I'm going to get a gist of what, sort of a sense of what the angels are trying to say. Like, what is the story here? But then I'm going to take it row by row, card by card, and we're going to clarify each one. And that way you can get a better understanding. Not only that, but you yourself can use your own intuition with the messages that you receive from what's coming in this week. All right, let's get the first 2 right there. The next 2. Thank you. And the last 2. Please, for Pisces and your intuition. All right. We've got some rainbows here, which is good. I'm feeling rainbows are always the calm after the storm. Rainbows come out because, you know what? I think something is long overdue for you. Right? You're cleaning things up so you don't feel overwhelmed, so you don't feel clutter. It allows you to also see things clearer, meaning that your intuition is heightened when we can declutter things. Now, what I'm seeing here is there's still some confusion or there's still some unknown factors with the moon energy, and I feel like that's sort of weighing down your energy. Or you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with responsibilities, and you're feeling like that is also, it's harder to get to the finish line even though you're very close to it. All right, your hard work is really proving to be working for you. But there's still some unknown factors. There's still something that needs to be cleared up. We're waiting on some sort of information or some sort of light. Emotionally, you could be going through a mixed emotions. There are supportive energies there, but right now it's almost as if you need this time to heal before you can really look at turning around some sort of an emotional situation. And again, that emotions that you're going through, I think is part and parcel of, again, what you are trying to clean up. But there are supportive energies around you, even if your eyes aren't open to see them right now, whether they're right in front of you or whether they're, they could be spiritual supportive energies as well. They will make themselves known when the time is right, because sometimes we need to heal first and then we can see that there is blessings there. The Knight of Wands, I'm seeing, sorry, I said the Knight of Wands because I'm really loving to see this because it's showing action, it's showing movement, it's showing that you're not sitting in an emotional state where you're feeling overwhelmed. You're taking the appropriate action. And intuitively, you know exactly the way that what you need to do to make wise decisions so that you do not feel overwhelmed. Let's start with the first 2 cards, okay? We've got number 18, the Moon, and we've got number 10 of Wands. So the Moon card is Pisces. I'm seeing a lot of Pisces energy here because, you know, the Moon card and the High Priestess card can really go, and again, some of you might correct me, but the Moon is Pisces, the High Priestess is Cancer, but I also think that they're part and parcel of the same thing as well. So I really truly believe the energy is really doubled here for you. This is also about following your intuition. So heavy responsibilities, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're carrying a lot of the workload. So again, you could be working really hard, again, you know, towards reaching those goals or making plans to reach your goals. And again, you know, the end of the line there, okay, the finish line is in your sight line, which is very good. But you just still have so many things that you're carrying before you can cross that finish line. But I feel like there's some sort of unknown factor or something that needs to be cleared. The air needs to be cleared, some sort of information or message that you're waiting on. It might illuminate the situation so that you can release some of these burdens. So let's see. I like that it's number 10. The 10 of Wands is part of a completion phase. So, you know, you could be working really hard right now towards something, or there could be contracts or agreements or a project that you're working on that's requiring a lot of your energy right now. But it looks like it might be coming to a close. Let's look at the Moon energy, find out how we illuminate the situation. All right. So the Hanging Man, number 12, Neptune energy, again, that is another indication of Pisces energy. Hanging upside down, but you're willfully doing it. Nobody's putting you in this position. You put yourself willfully in this position because you're trying to look at things from a new perspective. You want to put on some new glasses to see the details. And sometimes in life's busyness, especially if you're feeling overloaded with responsibility, how can you see that? Right? So looking at things from a new lens or finding new ways of looking at things, maybe more efficient, more productivity, is what is going to really help clear things up as well. So if you're feeling a little bit of blockage because you feel like maybe there's a little bit of darkness and you need light to be shed on a certain area, taking some time out, even if it's a little bit of a step back for a short period of time, okay? Delays and some people make comments like, okay, first of all, you say that we need to move fast. Things are moving fast, but then we have this reflective period where we got to sit back and we got to wait. Well, those energies, sometimes that happens. Sometimes what it's saying is the energy wants you to move fast, okay? The situation wants you to move quickly, all right? And that's exactly what's happening in your situation here. There's this energy, this burst of energy, there's this adventure, this momentum that really wants to take over, and it's very powerful. But before you can really confidently do that, you've got to take a step back and you've got to evaluate the situation. And maybe you need to put on a new pair of glasses to see things and details that you didn't see before. It helps you open up a different perspective. That new perspective that comes into play through taking some time out for yourself can really release some of those burdens as well. So let's get the Ten of Wands here. Let's find out with that. Ten of Wands, why is it here for the week for Pisces? Anything? There we go. Actually, it was both, wasn't it? I don't want to not take both. They both really wanted to show themselves there. And the Five of Cups is just a repetition of the Five of Cups here. So, Ten of Wands, we're feeling emotional burdens, okay? So maybe it's not so much workload. Maybe we feel, okay, and this could be for some of you because, again, collective reading, it's going to reach each of you differently. Your intuitiveness is going to pick up on certain things here that maybe the message isn't coming clear from me, but you yourself know without a doubt that that's what it means. Now, the Five of Cups, again, it's like we are feeling an emotional blockage. We're feeling as if that, we're feeling a loss of some sort. And we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. And you certainly have the strength to do it because we've got the 8, the Strength card, which shows that no matter what this emotional experience is that you're going through, remember, you're cleaning things up. So this is a very powerful week for you to do that cleaning up. And I think it is more on an emotional level. But by doing that, you're not going to feel so many burdens. These burdens are coming. This weight is being lifted. The strength is being given to you because you are in a very powerful position. All right. You've got the Yang energy, which means you're motivated to do what it is you need to do, whether you want to or whether you don't want to. The Yang energy is giving you that sense of urgency. You always feel that great sense of confidence because you're protected, and there is some sort of message that is giving you this strength. So you are prepared here. It's not like this is, you're not prepared. Looking at things from a new perspective gives you insight. It also gives you better, maybe more efficient ways of doing things. And whatever this emotional sadness maybe that you're going through, or just this emotional, sometimes just our emotions. We have a moment during the day where we're like, we feel sadness or we feel like, deflated. But you have strength here, okay? So what the angels are saying is no matter what this emotional experience is for you, you've got the strength and you've got the power, you've got the inner willpower. Not only that, but you're protected. So no matter what happens, you're not alone. And what this is it's really like a breakthrough. Because in the midst of this Five of Cups, you're going to see that 3 of those cups, yes, 3 of the cups are kind of sad, but there's 2 cups that are bright and they're shining. And they are that supportive energy that's around you. So again, you're not alone. And the biggest take back from this that we want to take out of this is that whatever those burdens have been that have been draining your energy, it's coming to a close. So the next 2 cards here, we've got the Five of Cups again. Okay, so we're already dealing with an emotional situation. We're figuring out how to release it because we know that there's supportive energies waiting there, calling and trying to grab our attention to let us know that we're not alone. And the Knight of Wands is taking action. All right, it's taking action and saying, okay, I'm only going to sit in this state for so long. I'm ready to clean things up because I have the motivation and the energy to do so. And in fact, I'm so prepared. I know exactly what it is that I need to do to follow through with my plan. My imagination, I'm following my creative flow. I am following the visions that I see. So again, you could be having visions of what it is you need to do to break some sort of chain of the way things have been kind of going. So whether it's round and round energy or just situations that you feel just keep recirculating, it's almost as if you have a vision of how to break that chain and how to bring something new into your life, okay? Bringing a new sense of vision and creating that vision for yourself in a very prosperous way. So releasing the emotional intensity, and you're doing it with a great sense of adventure, meaning you're not sitting on this. This is you're moving quickly. Let's find out why the Five of Cups is here. So what's happening with this Five of Cups? And you've got the Six of Wands. There's a victory here, okay? So victory. And this victory is also showing supportive energy as well. It's really, you should feel really good about where this is taking you. Maybe this is an emotional release that you've had to go through. And now you are discovering that there are supportive energies around you. And in fact, the stained glass window behind here is shining bright, means the sun is shining upon you. So healing is taking place, and now you are feeling that there is a victory. And not only are you recognizing the victory or the achievements, but there's people around you that are also very much rewarding you with victory as well. So lots of beautiful support systems here. I almost feel like this Six of Wands is almost feeling this great sense of blessings and gratification as well, because it's taken you emotionally a long time to get where you are. And this achievement, it has been a long process, and it maybe has been emotionally draining, but this is your time to celebrate. So keep that in mind. This is a celebration here. The Knight of Wands, when we feel positive and we feel illuminated, the Knight of Wands gives us the energy to take the appropriate action, okay? Because the Knight of Wands is filled with yang energy. He is an adventurer. He's very much Sagittarius energy. So he's also very much, he's worldly. You know, he's not afraid of the challenges that may come in his way because he's ready for the adventure. He's learning something new, you know, and he's enjoying this aspect. He's enjoying this new course of action that's taking place. Remember, you're feeling a lot of victory here. So you're ready now to move forward. You're dealing with the emotions. You're cleaning up the things that you need to clean up. But now you need to follow your imagination. You need to follow your vision. And this Knight of Wands is following his vision. Four of Swords is the healing energy behind all of it. So whatever this Five of Cups is for you, you're healing from it. And in fact, you're healing in such a way that you are bringing in blessings that maybe you don't see them yet, but they will soon enough shine through. And we see that, like I said, with the stained glass window in this card right here, which is the Five of Cups. We can see the sun is illuminating in the background. So the Four of Swords is the rest. You're recuperating, you know, you're finding ways to rebuild your inner resources, and blessings are attached to that. Now we've got the High Priestess here, number 2. Following your intuition to make wise decisions. Choices and decisions may be called upon you during the course of this week. The High Priestess, she has limitless opportunities available to her because nothing is over top of her head. She follows the moons, all the different phases of the moon. She connects with that energy very much so. She's very intuitive when it comes to that as well. And I really feel like the High Priestess almost has sort of a mystery about her. And I feel like there is something that maybe you feel... I think you feel a pull towards trusting in your intuition this week. So I think that you're going to see a lot of those nudges. I think you're going to feel a lot of that energy, especially with the moon and the High Priestess coming up in your reading. And then the Seven of Cups here is feeling a little overwhelmed. We've got all these cups in front of us here, but we do have a rainbow. So again, this can be your imagination where, you know, you're picturing the castle in the sky, you're picturing all these wonderful things. But when we get brought back down to reality, we realize that yes, you know, how the reality is how do I make sure that this just doesn't stay as part of my imagination? How do I actually make this part of my reality? And I think intuitively you might be getting some messages on what it is you need to do, the actions in which you need to take to bring your rainbow. Let's clarify. So let's start with that 2, the High Priestess there, find out. And you got the Page of Wands. So a lot of fiery energy again in your reading. The Page of Wands is a new endeavor. It's a new opportunity. It could be a message resulting or a new message that's coming through that's filled with passion and excitement. It could be a new person that's coming into your life. Intuitively, I think you're feeling, you're leaning towards this excitement. This is very positive energy as well. So you're feeling growth with this Page of Wands. But I do believe it's some sort of message that's coming through. But it's a very energized message. So, you know, it's not to do so much with your emotions. It's really to do with taking action. Something is calling upon you to take some sort of action. Let's see with the Seven of Cups. All right, we need to take action. A message comes through that maybe helps you make a wise decision this week. And one more card here for Pisces, please, for the Seven of Cups. And you've got Justice. So karmic balance. Energies are flowing really nicely with the Justice card. You know, really feeling that there's harmony and balance coming in. Making wise decisions, making wise choices in a world full of imagination. The rainbow is showing hope, and it is showing closure, because rainbows come after storm clouds. So again, if you've been feeling sort of blocked with your emotional energy because you feel like there's just been a little bit too much going on, I feel like the rainbow is an indication that things are coming to an end for you there. So emotionally, you'll be able to put that behind you. You're able to heal from it. There's some sort of new energy that's coming into play here that's really urging you to trust your intuition, because this is something that increases your drive. All right, and it increases the flow of energy in a positive way. So it's a message that's bringing a lot of hope and excitement. So it could be a person, could be an offer of some sort. The Justice could be a contract as well, so it could be a contract. But this is Justice, is Libra energy. We are in Libra season. There is a reset happening here. So, you know, you are resetting things. I think your communications are really good, because I think with the Justice card, we're seeing an open sense of communication and fairness. It's also speaking the truth. So truth is what helps reveal. We've got the yin and the yang energy here, meaning we're showing balance. So if we need to put action behind things to clear up things, we shall do so. But there are times when we need to be a little bit more passive. And I think that you know exactly intuitively which energies work best to resolve and make choices in your life. So I feel like the Justice card is a perfect sense of balance for this reading as well. Because I do believe that this is really, it really is starting to feel like there's more fairness. And whatever emotional things that you've been going through, you're cleaning them up. And it's allowing you to make room for your imagination to take place, to really take flight. All right, and Justice is behind you, meaning there's an energy of good karma as well surrounding you. All right, Pisces, let's get some angel messages. We've got one there. A few angel messages for the beautiful sign Pisces. Got the moon again. So your intuition is so strong. Like, there's no doubt. Okay, we've got lots of cards here, so we will leave it at those. They really wanted to bring out lots of messages for you. All right, let's start with number 18, the moon. We started with the moon in your tarot cards. Now we've got the 18, the moon, for your angel messages. It's Archangel Haniel. It says the opportunity to improve your plans. Nice. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance and face your fears, because you will go stronger, and you are going to grow stronger. Absolutely. Facing your fears, because your intuition is that guiding light for you as well. The 8 of Gabrielle, it says a great deal of activity. So see, lots of movement. It says sudden and immediate results. So that's nice to see. An important communication. So communication is a very important part of what's happening here as well. The communications is what really helps give you the drive as well to get those results that you're looking for. The 2 of Raphael is 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. So partnerships, friendships, love. Kindred spirits, spiritual unions. 2 of Raphael is 2 of Cups. It can be agreements and partnerships as well. It can be almost like a contract. And it says just to never give up on the ones that you love. Make sure that you always, don't give up on them. You got the Six of Gabrielle, which is again right in the center of your reading with the Six of Wands. And it says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. So a round of applause to you. It's time to move on to the next project. So that part is done. Now it's time to move on. There's awards, scholarships, or promotions coming your way as well. So moving on to the next phase. And that next phase has a lot to do with the Ace of Gabrielle, which is new beginnings as well. So a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. And that is linked to that Page of Wands as well. The message of this. The chance to do something amazing, and this is a sense of wonder. So again, you know, with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, and now the Ace of Gabrielle, which is the Ace of Wands, definitely a gift of passion. And then the last angel message is number 21, the World, Archangel Michael. Beautiful energies here. It says a very happy ending. So again, you can look forward to a closure in a happy way. Things are coming full circle for you, and there's a lot of spiritual growth and insight indicated through this transformation as well. All right, we are going to get your angel number. So let's see, you've got the moon twice. So number 18 is a very important number this week for you. Also number 5, number 6, and I'm going to say just those numbers this week. See if those connect with the energies that you're receiving. Oh, you know what else you got too? 21. Look at that. It's just another message. 21, I'm cleaning things up because there's a happy ending when I clean things up. Things are coming full circle, and there's so much growth happening here. Ready to embark on that new phase. All that wonderful inspired energy coming in. Okay, your final and most important card here. Intuition. Wow. All right, when I did the pre-shuffle, you got the gut feeling, and that is all about intuition as well, and we see it repeated messages throughout this reading. So intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization. It's taking action and unconditional love. So it says, time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. Well, couldn't that be more in line with the first energy you got? The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand, and you need to trust the process. 111, beautiful angel message there. Thank you so much, Pisces, for joining me this week. I certainly hope you enjoyed your reading, and until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.